Welcome everyone. Good afternoon. Namaste. Thank you for being here. We are today going to practice all together. And if you're following the Breathe Instagram challenge, today the concept or the words are loving kindness. Big words, loving kindness. And because I want to start the practice almost right away, I want to share just a little piece from Thich Nhat Hanh. Maybe you heard this is a monk, a Buddhist monk, and he was doing a big conference years ago in Boston, and this conference was in love and compassion, and one of the things he said was this: the most precious thing you can offer your loved one is your presence. To be present means to be there. How can you love if you are not there? Love doesn't work if we are distracted or hiding. To love means to understand suffering, your own and our loved ones. And I'm adding also to understand the suffering of the ones who make it hard to love. And love is also showing up in a given moment. So today the inspiration is to bring loving kindness to ourselves, to be compassionate to ourselves, to understand our own suffering, bringing awareness. And as we develop that awareness and we sit with that, we can expand it from our own selves to the outside. So I'm going to start also with a little short breathing meditation that comes from this same Buddhist teacher. Let your palms rest on your lap, close your eyes, sit tall, and then as you settle in, soften the shoulders, feel your base grounding, expanding, and the spine lengthening up towards the crown of your head gives a little extra space to your vertebrae, but it's not an invitation to tense your shoulders or your neck. Try to keep that soft. Softness also through the skin in your face. We enter this journey moving inward, inviting the inner gaze to move down and in towards the heart center, finding that sacred space. So we can start being present with our physical body, noticing, just checking in, noticing the quality of your breath. Perhaps becoming curious about the taste of your breath, the sound, the smell. And an invitation through our yoga practice to bring all our senses in. A short meditation here as we breathe in and out, making space in our bodies physically, mentally, emotionally, and also spiritually. If you want to join, you can silently repeat this mantra. Breathing in, I am aware of my breath. Breathing out, I am aware of my breath. Breathing in, I enjoy breathing in. Breathing out, I enjoy breathing out. Breathing in, I have the element of space within me. Breathing out, I feel free. Breathing in, I am aware of my breath. Breathing out, I am aware of my breath. Breathing in, I enjoy breathing in. Breathing out, I enjoy breathing out. Breathing in, I have the element of space within me. Breathing out, I feel free. On your next inhalation, invite your palms to come together, thumbs resting right in front of the altar of your heart. This short meditation on your breath can be the carrier of your practice. Being aware of your inhale, being aware of the exhale, the opportunity to make space and expand from within loving kindness. Let's open with the Om sound today all together, even though we are from home. Let's inhale deeply through the nose, big exhale, then breathing in again. Then we connect the head down to the hands and the heart for a moment. Releasing the palms, lifting the head, opening the eyes. Welcome, thank you so much for joining me. And because I know that some of you may be new, you always respect your body, adjust and modify as you need, okay? Today there's a practice that it's mostly legs and knees. I'm going to start with having a blanket with me. So if you have something that resembles a blanket, I'm going to ask you to fold it in a few pieces, or you can also make a roll with it if you want before we start, okay? It can be also a pillow if you have like a long pillow. We are going to sit tall, and I'm going to put that roll right under my knees. So the back side of my knees, the cups of my knees in the back are going to be supported by that roll, and I'm going to use my hands behind me so I can have support there. The first thing that I want to do here, first gently, just roll your feet a little bit from side to side and take a few stretches there by flexing and pointing your feet. So you feel there the legs starting to activate if the seated posture was a little too long. Good. Then I'm using my hands behind me so I keep the chest broad. And before I do anything here, I want you to think and bring your attention to your core. So the idea here is to lift from the bottom of the pelvic floor, to send your ribs down towards your pelvis, and to firm your hips towards the center of your body. So that's activating the core, coming from the bottom, then from both sides, and from the top, we connect all of those points together. Keeping that, the first thing that I'm going to do is to press my right thigh down towards the mat, and with that I'm going to lift my right heel off the mat a little, okay? So I'm pressing firmly with the right thigh down. That will open up the back of your knee, and I'm lifting the right heel, and then I'm releasing, letting go. And then we're going to repeat on the second side. Press the left thigh down, and as you do that, lift the left heel a few inches off the mat, and then exhale, release. Let's go again, right side. Press the right thigh down, push through the right heel and lift it off your mat. Exhale. Second side, pressing left thigh down, lifting the left heel, and release. Again, right thigh down, pressing through the right heel, lift it off your mat. Keep the core working, lifting the spine. Exhale. Left side, press the left thigh down, lift through the heel, hips in, ribs down, lift through the pelvic floor, and then release. Last side for each, one more time. Press the right thigh down, lift the right heel off your mat. Exhale, release. Left thigh presses down. Feel the back of that knee widening. Lift the left heel, core active, and then we release. Beautiful. We leave that. Bend your knees. Take your blanket to the side. And then what we are going to do next here is to get one of our blocks. We are going to come down onto the mat. And we are going to use the skinny side of the block in between your thighs, okay? I'm lying down, I'm letting the back of my skull and the back of my body be rested. And what we are going to do here, again, it's an action that it's mainly for the legs, so don't think of going super high. What we want to do is to keep the arms alongside the torso. We are going to activate the glutes. We are pressing that block. And first I'm inhaling where I am. With the exhale, as I squeeze the block, I lift my glutes up towards the top of the pelvis. And then again, inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, lifting up, trying to keep that core working. Ribs down, pubic bone lifting up. And inhale. Again, exhale, lifting, core steady. And inhale, coming down. Two more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come down. Exhale. Inhale. Good. We stay here. I'm going to add a modification. Pressing still through the inner legs into that block. I'm going to extend the right leg up into a diagonal. And from there, I'm going to activate mainly the left glute. So the opposite glute from the leg that it's up. And the same idea, hugging that core in, ribs down, hips in. Inhale where you are. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release that right foot. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Second side. We extend the left leg up. Hug that block. Now we are going to activate the right glute mainly to be able to lift, press into your right foot. Inhale first where you are. Ribs down. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring that foot down. Good. Take the block out to the side. Hug both knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Take a moment here doing a few circles. And again, you can move your ankles one way and the other. You can point and flex your feet. Good, and then we are going to roll over to the side. Good, for the next one, I'm going to lie down on my side and I'm going to mirror you guys. So I'm lying, let's say I'm on my right side, so the left leg should be the one on top. The right knee, I'm going to bend it and I'm going to send that foot a little further back. So I have extra balance there and support. My right arm is extended, so it's supporting my head. If you need a pillow there, you can put it. I'm going to try and keep that head in line with my spine. And now what I'm going to do, this is only or mainly going to be felt in that left hip. What I'm going to do is to rotate that leg down. So I don't know if you can see, but my toes are pointing down towards the floor. My left hand is touching in front of the chest, so I have also extra Support there, and 10 times we are going to first inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Toes are pointing down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Try to keep your ribs down, core working. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 3 more. Inhaling, lift. Good. In the last one, we are going to stay for 3, 2, 1, and then we release. Beautiful. Okay, let's come onto our backs. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good, and we're going to roll over to the other side. So I'm going to come to my other side so you can see me, guys, and I can mirror you. Now we are going to lie on to the left side. Your right hand will be in front, and then you have the head supported by the arm. I'm going to bend my under knee, so I have a little extra support. I'm sending my foot back towards the wall behind me, and then I'm going to make my right toes point down. So I'm internally rotating that hip, bringing the belly in, trying to lift that pubic bone up, and sending the ribs down. Let's go for 10. I'm first inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going with your breath. Inhale, exhale, hug that core in, exhale. 3 more. Last one, and we stay there for 3, 2, 1, and then release. Good. Okay, let's come on to our backs for a moment. Hug the knees in again, rock from side to side, and then from there, right arm goes over the head, roll over to the side, and we'll come towards the hands and knees. Good. In the hands and knees position, we are going to try and have the wrists under the shoulders, the hips over your knees, and we'll take 3 times the cat-cow. We arch first, inhaling, lengthening the front of the spine, sending the shoulders back, lifting the tailbone, exhaling, navel up to your spine, chin tucks in, and again, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Good. Coming to neutral, now we are going to do a little bit of zigzagging. So I'm going to send the hips from side to side a few times, and you can also bring your head and shoulders one side and the other. So we open up the sides as well. Good. And then from here, we are going to dial the hands a little bit out away from each other, pressing the mat away. Move your knees a few inches behind your hips, tucking your toes to the sides of your mat. So I'm really widening my feet. We are going to start lifting the knees off the mat and keeping the knees bent for now. Just press your mat away. Make space in your collarbones and your upper back. Bring your ribs in. Again, here we are working the core, relax the neck and the head. Deep breath in, long breath out, looking in, being compassionate with your practice and yourself. Pedal your feet a few times. Stretching slowly one side and the other as you walk yourself in this dog. Good. And then slowly from here, we are going to bring the feet a little closer to each other. Keep the hands a little bit dialed away from each other. Keep pressing the sitting bones up and away. And then you're going to bring your right foot behind the left one. And with your toes, you're going to press that back heel ankle down towards your mat. Try to firm your kneecaps, lifting them towards your bones, opening up the backs of the legs, and then we switch. We'll bring the left foot behind the right, and we press with the toes behind that foot, so we send the heel down towards the earth. Keep extending through the arms, belly in, firm the kneecaps, opening up the backs of the knees there, and then we return. Beautiful. From here, walk your hands towards your feet. If you need blocks, you're going to put blocks there for you to be supported. I have my feet a little bit apart, so my hips hip distance. And from here, I'm going to drop the head and the neck, hold opposite elbows, and release there. You can keep your knees bent. Notice if there's any pulling through the hamstrings, then you bend your knees more. Relax here the head, don't hold. 2 breaths. De-stress your breath. Make it steady. Good, and then we'll switch the hand that is inside. You're gonna switch it to the other side, and the hand that was inside the elbow, you put it out. We release again here. And if you want, you can swing from side to side. Just a couple of times. Good. Before we come all the way up, we're going to release here the hands. And I'm going to tell you to lace your fingers, and with your thumbs, you're going to put them on your forehead. And you're going to gently press the forehead as you let the torso drop, the neck and the head drop, and you support yourself in this way. If you can straighten the backs of your legs a little more, you go there by, again, hugging the thighs and the kneecaps into the backs of your legs. Good, and then we release through the hands, and we're going to bring the right foot in front of the left one over to the other side. I'm gonna do it here so you can see me just in case. So we cross right foot over the left, I'm mirroring you, and as you fold, I want you to bend your right knee a little, but press firmly through your left heel onto the floor. So the back leg, the one that you have behind, is the one that is going to be working a lot. You'll feel more of the opening in the back of the leg. The front knees bend slightly. And if you want, you can swing a little bit your hips from side to side. Good. Then we'll take the right foot to each side and we'll switch. Left leg goes over to the right. And now I'm going to bend the left knee a little and press firmly through the right heel towards the floor. If you want, you can move your hips a little bit from side to side. Feel that stretch in the back of the leg. Keep pressing firmly. Good, and then we bring that left leg back to each side. Put your hands onto your hips, roll the shoulders back, pressing firmly through your feet. Lengthen the spine forward, and then we come all the way up to standing. Excellent, good. From here, again, I'm going to mirror you. So we'll keep the feet hip distance apart, or they can come together if you want. Inhale, your arms up overhead. Beautiful. Exhale and release. One more like that. Inhaling, lengthen, core is engaged, press through the feet. Exhale. Good. Now this time when we go up, the left hand is going to catch the right forearm, and from here we are going to pull, and I want you to imagine that there is a rod that is coming from one hip through the center of your pelvis all the way to the other hip, and it's not letting you move that area. So we really activate and open the upper body, okay? We're going to pull and bring the side body towards the left. Imagine that pelvis being completely hooked into a rod, and you are stuck like that rod is going to the wall. So you cannot really move those hips, okay? One more breath. Spinning the chest up to the ceiling. Then we come back. Good. Exhale, release. Beautiful. We go the other way. Inhaling, arms up. Good. Now the right hand will catch the left forearm. Again, imagine that roll in between the hips and the pelvis. Lift, 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 and we go to the right side. Chest up towards the ceiling. Sacrum long. Lift that navel up. And then we come up and release. Beautiful. For the next one, I'm going to go sideways so you can see me. I'm going to put my right foot in front. So we all go together. Right foot goes in front. The left foot is a little further back. It's not big. And again, I want you to imagine that there is a big rod going through your hips, attaching you to a wall, okay? We're going to bring lace fingers behind the skull. And the idea here is, again, that the core is completely engaged without movement of the hips. And I'm using the thoracics to really open that area. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is to inhale, engage. And with the exhale, I'm moving my chest and belly to the right. Inhale, come back. Exhale. Inhale back. Remember, there's a lot of core here, no movement in the hips. Exhale. Inhale. It doesn't matter how far you go. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Core. Exhale. Inhale and release. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. I'm bringing my left foot in front, right foot goes back, just a little bit of distance in between the two. Firm those hips. Imagine a big rod coming through and holding you to a wall so you cannot move that. Lace the fingers, bring your hands behind the skull. Again, think core, ribs moving down to the pubic bone and the bottom of the pelvic floor lifting, hips in, and from there we inhale, twist to your left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale, coming back, and release, shake it a little. Beautiful, okay. For the next exercise, we're going to use 2 blocks or anything that resembles a block, okay? And first thing that I'm going to do is to put the right foot forward. I'm gonna go like this, so we do the same, right foot in front, the left foot goes back, and we are going to bring the knee down for this one, okay? With the blocks, you're going to bring them to frame the front foot. And for this one, you may not need them, or you may need them just flat. We are going to use them there, and we're going to use them a lot. So from here, the first thing that I'm going to do is to just firm the hips into the midline. I'm lengthening through the front of my spine. And that back knee, we are going to work it a little bit by just lifting and taking it down. If you need padding in that back knee, add a blanket. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Now we are going to use the block, same leg, I'm keeping the same side. We are going to lift, and I'm going to bring that back foot forward, and the stance will be like when we do a warrior 1. So the back foot is turned in, and the front foot is straight, but I'm going to give myself spacing between my legs. So the legs are hip distance apart, okay? Then I'm going to put my blocks to frame the front foot. And I'm going to press firmly through both heels. Use the blocks at any height that you need them. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Now, again, I want you to use your core. So bring the navel in, hug the right hip in and send it back. And then we fold over that front leg. This is a big opener for the backs of the knees. So if you feel like it's too tight, you can, of course, micro bend your knees. If you're okay here, keep lifting through the underbelly, relax the trunk, relax the head, and breathe 3 times. One more. Good. Come up halfway, and now with my blocks, I'm going to walk myself out of the mat, but just with my torso and my arms. So the legs stay the same. Firm the hips in, use your core, and walk yourself to the left. So you're going out of your mat as far as you can go. Stay there firm with your legs, but your side opening towards that left side. Press the blocks away from you and breathe in and out. One more. Good. Now we're going to take ourselves to the other side. Walk with your blocks. Go all the way to the right, passing the leg. And you twist all the way to that side as much as you can. Keep firm in the hips. Belly in, ribs in. One more breath. Beautiful. We come back. Again, we frame the front foot, and this time we bring that back knee down again. Good. From here, again, you use the blocks as needed. I'm going to inhale, drop my hips forward, open through the chest. 3 breaths. Last one, long and steady, firming the hips. Good, and here, if you want, you can untuck your toes or not, your choice. We are going to go back, pushing through the right heel, toes up, and I'm keeping my hips over my knee, okay? So I'm not going back too far, and then again, I'm going to come forward and open. Again, I'm going back, pushing through the heel, firm the hips in, belly up, and then again, opening and lifting through the chest. One more. Coming back, pushing through the right heel, firm the right hip into your body like that rod that it's pushing in, and then back to open. Good, and then we come back towards the center. Tuck your back toes, lift, and bring the left foot forward, and we'll switch sides. We put the right foot back. Now again, I'm going to take that shape that is like the warrior one, hip distance apart for the legs. Good, and from here, I'm going to press through both legs. I'm firming the left hip in, using the height that you need. Press through both feet, lengthen the spine, bring the belly in, and we fold over the front leg. Feel that opening in the back of that left leg. Relax the neck and the head. Lift the lower belly in. Good. Then from here, I'm going to walk both my hands and torso to the right, away from my foot and my left leg, and I'm going towards that side as much as I can. Firm the hips in, press through the heels, breathing in and out. Then slowly walking back, and we go now against the front leg, twisting to the other side. 2 breaths, firm the hips in, feel the backs of the knees opening up, press through the feet. Good, we come back. Nice, and then we'll bring that right knee down. Like we did in the beginning of the sequence before, for 3 times, I'm going to just lift the back knee, opening the chest, and then down. Again, lift, and down. Last one. And down. Beautiful. Then you can untuck your back toes. And from here we do the last part. We go back, pressing through the left heel. You can bring your blocks with you. And then we press and we stay there, lifting through the chest. Stay there for another extra breath. Good. And we go again. Back, pushing through the heel, chest up. And then we return. One more. We go back, pressing through the heel, open the chest, and we return. Good. From here, slowly go onto your blocks, lift, bring that right foot forward, keep the blocks in front of you, put the hands on your hips, lift up, 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 and we exhale and release. Excellent. Let's go from here. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, we fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, hands to your shins, lengthen the spine, lift the belly. Exhale, plant your hands, dial them out a little. Walk back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, pushing the mat away. Your upper back should be broad. Your ribs are moving in. Try to send the chest a little bit towards the thighs and press through the inner heels into the floor. 2 more breaths. Good. Then bring your knees down. Bring the big toes to touch, the sitting bones towards the heels, and we'll take a child's pose. Your arms can come in front or the palms under the forehead. Take a moment here to rest and reset. Good. Super. A few breaths. I'll tell you when we get out of that. One more. Again, distressing your breath, coming inward into that core center where the seeds are planted for loving kindness and compassion. Breathing in, I'm aware of that breath. Breathing out, I feel free, releasing, letting go. Then slowly sitting up, we'll use our 2 blocks again. And I'm going to use one medium height. I'm going to put it long, like the long side of my mat. And the second one will be tall and it will be behind. It looks like a T letter, but there's a space in between the horizontal one and the vertical one, okay? Good. From here, I'm going to sit in front and I'm going to set the center of my shoulder blades into the first block. So it's right in between the shoulder blades, and I'm going to try and squeeze the shoulder blades in a little, and then the second one will be there for my head, okay? Then from here, we are going to put the soles of the feet together with the knees wide. We relax the arms to the sides, and we let the shoulders drop in between both blocks. A really nice heart opener, relaxing here the knees, letting the groins open up to the sides, no forcing through the knees, just let the thighs drop. If you feel the need to add pillows under your thighs, or if you have blankets and you want to put them there, you can very well do so. Drop the attention in, let the heart expand. Being completely present with yourself in this practice. Make this journey an opportunity to be in the now. That is the way we can love. Love ourselves with all our light and our darkness. Because in that center, we recognize our big, true self as divine. You are not the thoughts that are passing by. You are not the memories. You are not the labels. You are much more. You are the light that lives within. Then slowly use your hands to bring your knees towards each other. If you want to use your elbows and your forearms to press yourself up, you can do that, or you can roll over to the side and come up to a seat so you can take those blocks out to the sides. Beautiful. From here, we'll come back onto our backs. We are going to put the right foot on top of the left thigh. Bring your knees in, right arm goes inside the right leg, catching the left thigh or the left shin, wherever you can grab, and then press your right knee away from your chest for 3 breaths. Relaxing the shoulders. And then we switch to the second side, last one, because we have a short time to go. So number 4 again, left leg this time, left arm and inside the left leg, and we catch the right side, whichever place that is available to you, okay? Behind the leg, in front, and just sending the left knee away from you. Relax the shoulders, soften the throat. One more breath. Good. Then we slowly release. Put your feet to the edges of your mat. Send your arms to the sides. And we're going to windshield wiper our knees a few times slowly. Don't rush it. Go to one side. Relax both shoulders. Lift them back up. Send them to the other side. Relaxing the shoulders. And again, lift the knees towards the neutral, both to one side. Then back to center, other way. Good. One last time and we'll stay there. We go back to the center, drop both knees to the first side. And in that same side that you are, if it's available, the foot that is on that side, put it on top of your opposite knee, and you'll feel a little bit more pressure for that twist, okay? But it's not necessary if this doesn't feel good for you. Just keep both knees away from each other with the feet also wide, and you take the chin to the opposite side of the one that the legs are. Then slowly returning with the head to the center, bring both knees up and to the opposite side, chin coming to the side that it's not the side of your legs. 3 breaths here, softening through the shoulders, the face, the eyelids, the tongue, the ears, and the jaws. Beautiful. We come back towards the center. Extend your legs out to the top of your mat. Bring your arms alongside your torso. And we are getting ready for Shavasana. So make sure that you have the props that are available for you to rest in this shape. Add any support that you may need. And as we come to rest, we find a comfortable place. You can even use that roll blanket that we used in the beginning under the knees to soften there again. And we'll come to rest, coming to stillness in our bodies. Breathing in, we bring awareness to the breath. Breathing out, we are aware of the out breath. Breathing in, I enjoy breathing in. Breathing out, I enjoy the exhale. Breathing in, I bring the element of space in me. Breathing out, I feel free.